The world is changing at a very fast pace, and it's a challenge actually to remain relevant, because every other country is experiencing recession, and it's such a time, where you can't predict anything. Anything can happen, like COVID. All of a sudden it came and disrupted the world economy. People are still suffering the brunt of what happened in the COVID era. All these things. It's because the world is changing at a very fast pace. People are trying to change, the technology is changing. Here, how we do agriculture is changing, how we how we handle the tech companies, the technology, how we handle the education, how we handle the healthcare systems. All these are changing at a very, very, very fast pace. And to remain relevant, we must be able to think for the future, really, where the technology is moving. Means people have to develop skill to think for 2035. Now it's 2024, right? Somewhere in 30s and 35, you have to able to dream that the world will have such a technology, such people who has different mentality. Mentality is also changing, mentality is also changing with time. So to remain relevant in this, and to become successful in leading a life, without being frustrated or damaged by all this hustle and bustle of the fast moving world, we must remain relevant. And to remain relevant, the first thing of being relevant is to have the intent. The intent of being relevant, you should learn something every day. You cannot be perfect. The life, when you say it's life is a long journey of learning. It's a long journey of learning, not about earning money. If the luck means, if something favors you, you might become billionaire. If something doesn't favor you, will work around, make millions and go to zero. That can happen. But you should not forget that from point A, from point birth to death, it's the learning, the process of learning, the intent to learn, intent to do new things, intent to try new things. Because sometimes the new things will become such a great thing, such a great thing that you will realize that, wow, this was the wonder. That's what happened with the people who created these technologies like Google, Facebook, Elon Musk, you can name it, anybody. They tried a lot of things and something worked for them, and it was a miraculous things, and they solved human problem. Your intention should be to solve human problem, to make things easier for people. When you make things easier for people, earning will be a byproduct. The earning money will be a byproduct of what you are working. So today, we believe that in a small country or in a small place, we don't have a lot of opportunities, but world is such a small community now. It's so globalized with technology that I can sell anything, any product to any part of the world. Any part of the world can be accessible within 24 hours or 36 hours. At the max 72 hours, you can ship a goods, from one point to another point. So things have become very fast. And here, you cannot say that you have to be born in a very rich and well-off country to have avenues and to have a good business, opportunities. You can do that in any country. Only thing is you have to try, which people will like and people will absorb. So that thing I've been thinking for quite some time. It's been around 10-15 years. I'm not able to knock it out, but I'm sure if you can really gain access to knowledge, access to information, if you gain what people are doing, if you can really understand, we can really build a good business that will help people, ease people. Like today, in medical and in education, there are a lot of things that can be done which has overreaching impact over the globes, especially in medical sectors, because some of the countries, they don't have even a basic healthcare system that is developed, and this we can cater by online, providing an online service where, where simple, like, if you just have a technology and AI that can read and radio, means X-ray, you can just have doctors sit here and read the access from X-rays from Africa, CT scans from Africa, or some other underdeveloped country where there's a shortage of radiologists, who you can do that. These are very, very big avenues. You can do that, because here the problem is the equipments are there. Equipments you can reach there. Technology, people can buy equipment, but here there is a lack of human resource that you have to fulfill. That technology can do, AI can do. All these things are there. And so, first thing, the first important thing, the primary thing is to have the intent of changing things, intent of understanding the problem, or intent of becoming successful, or intent of learning. All these things has to be there. That energy has to be there. Second thing is, you should not feel shy about telling that. You might think something. No, don't feel shy. Don't feel hesitant. Don't feel shy in failing. You do something, you fail, you make a mistake. Don't feel shy about that. But the intent has to be good. When the intention is good, the intention is something to do good, and you fail, there's no problem in failing. You can always try. So that has to be the thing. The other thing is that you have to look for smart people around. You have to be befriending with people who are smarter than you, not a person who you can dictate. Do this, do that. No, let them dictate something, but in the process, let them teach you something. That is. Always think about a good startup. Always think about a good startup. Always think of doing a good research, so that it will it will benefit someone, not someone only, a large volume of people. If you can do some startup that can benefit many people, obviously you can make money in the process. So these things are there. So, and whenever you think big. Thinking big does not cost you anything. There is internet is a labeler. It's an opportunity for everyone. So don't have a very enclosed or secluded mentality. Just be open to learning. And today, we have access to technology, we have access to phones. This technology we can capitalize, and we can really have a far-reaching impact in the globe. So, building a business on this front, on AI, on the technology front, on not making a mass productions, on the today, we are building so much house. Actually, the building house, we must do that modeling. 3D printers are doing the job in some of the countries. That thing and that modeling, people can just choose and make it easy, where a building house won't take around 3-4 months or 5 months. And especially when we go to airports and all, we should have certain technology. We should build a technology that in 5 minutes you can check in and just fly off to somewhere. You don't have to wait for 2-3 hours. With all this, so that the technology is very fast and efficient, because we want a faster technologies. And people don't have time, and people feel that we don't have time. We just have a short period of time, and we have many things to achieve. So such things, where in such a scenario, it must be that people are given easy access to everything, without compromising securities, And if such things are there, then probably the world will be much easier to live. People will have a faster life. People will be adapted to faster life, and we will have a better society and success. Every individual can be successful in this tech world, where if we can leverage the use of this technology, where you can leverage the use of thought process, where you can use the leverage of all these things, where AI, agriculture is good, where health is good, where relationships are built in a better, integrity features. All these things will make people easier to live this life. So have a good day. I wish everybody a